Hey, this is Keith at Half Tracks Honeybees. Hope y'all are doing well today. Well, in our video today, we're going to take a look at 3 hives down here in this bee yard. That one in front there, it swarmed back on the 23rd. So that was about 20 days ago or so. And then we're going to take a look at those 2 little nukes there on the end. One was a split and one was a swarm. So we're going to see how they're doing. But anyway, we won't really know till we get in there. So let's go. Okay, well here's our hive that swarmed about 20 days ago. Back on the, well, it was on the 15th. So that was a little bit more than 20 days ago. 15, 25, 28 days, something like that. Anyway, haven't been in here since they swarmed, except right after they swarmed, I did pull a super off because I knew the population had gone way down, and I had another hive that really needed a super bad, so I snitched one off of this. It still has 1 honey super on it. We'll see how they've done in there. But anyway, let's give them a little smoke, and we'll get in here and see what they've been up to. See what the camera angle looks like. Yeah, it looks pretty good. So we do have a fairly good amount of bees up here on top. You can see through these screen inner covers, which I always tell everybody, I love these things. I don't know why more people don't use them. We'll start out without gloves. There's a front coming in. It's supposed to rain tonight. It's a little cloudy today. So if the ladies get too spicy, we'll throw the gloves on. There's quite a bit of honey in there. Let's pick up on this. Oh lordy, I might should have left that super on there. Let's see what they got going in here. I might need to snitch a super from somewhere else and stick it back on this hive. These ladies might have rebounded quickly after the swarm. Okay. A lot of nectar. A little bit capped up here at the top. And that was an outside frame. It's only going to get better. Well, they're all doing about the same. A lot of good nectar. That's just some wonky comb there. That's not a swarm cell. We're up above the queen excluder. Let's shake those bees off and yep, no drips. Yeah, I was planning on probably having to pull honey again by about this time next week. It's going to rain over the weekend, so that'll slow them down just a little bit. Well, I am going to take and checkerboard this a little bit. That'll give me a little bit more time. It's funny, they're not nearly as full on what I'll call the shady side of the hive. The sun hits from the side that I'm on, so it's funny. There's more honey on that side than there is the shady side. So we'll do a little bit of checkerboarding here. We started out with a full one, a less full one, a full one. Y'all probably got the hang of it by now. Less full. Okay. Ran out of less full ones, so we got a couple of full ones over here together. Let me run and get my spacer. And there's the less full frames are over here. You know, the full ones were here, so I'm gonna pull this super off. When I put it back on, I'm gonna turn it around and put these over here, in case you were wondering. You can space them out by hand. This just makes it a little more precise. let's pull this super off and set it over here. Probably weighs about 30 pounds. So it's not quite full. Let's smoke them a little bit. But a lot of bees down in here. Looks like they rebounded pretty quickly after the swarm. So that's a good thing. Okay. So we got a frame of honey. It looks like we had a super seeder cell right here. I wouldn't really call that a swarm cell, being it's up a little bit from the bottom, but can you see that? But it's open and nobody home. So is that where the new queen came from? Do we have a new queen? Yes, we do. I can see brood on the next frame. Oh, these little sticks, I had forgot that. These little sticks. Y'all know what those are? This frame that was on top of the sticks had a queen cell on the bottom, a swarm cell. I needed to bring it up a little bit, and I saw that little trick from Bob Benny to raise the frame up just a hair so you don't hurt the cell. Now we've got some brood here. It's not that great looking. Scattered around. You can see some larvae, but nothing to write home about. Lord, another swarm cell there. That's been open. So this hive had several things going on. There's another swarm cell on the bottom of that one. So it looks like they had several opportunities to make a queen. Got some cups here. Maybe a cup there. So yeah, we got a little bit of brood in this box, but nothing great. Let's look in the next one. Hive's got some, or that box had some weight to it. So they got plenty of food. Just some wonky comb. Get a frame here on the end out of the way so we got some room to work. With some nectar. No brood. No brood. Not looking good. Yeah. Nothing. No brood. So. Well, that's not good. We'll look in the bottom box, but it ain't looking too promising. Even with those swarm cells, the super seeder cell, looks like they had several opportunities, but nothing going on yet. Now we might What do y'all think? Should we give him some more time? But maybe she just has got going good. I'll probably give him a little bit more time before I drop a nuke in or do anything else. Lots of bees. But I wish we had a little bit more brood than what we do. Get out of the way. Lots of bee bread. They've got plenty of food for some youngins. Now, don't see any brood down here, so that one little patch of brood up on top is it. But being there is some brood, I think I'll go ahead and leave them alone a few more days. There's enough bee population in here. It's not like they're going to die off in the next 10 or 20 days. So we'll just put them back together and give them a little time. Sometimes patience for the beekeeper is the best tool that you got. But sometimes it's the hardest one to use. This box is backwards from how we took it off. Since they filled up this side, we put all the emptier comb over on this side. So that'll give them a few more days before I have to worry about that. This is a good example of, even without a queen, a hive will make some honey. So you can't really tell what's going on inside the hive just by looking at the outside, because they've been very busy. Okay. Well, that's it for this one. Let's go over here and look at these little nukes. Okay, here we go. Did y'all enjoy that? You know, doing it again? Whee! Okay. All of the official YouTubers will probably frown on that practice. Okay, well, we're going to look at these two little nukes right here. Let's see. This was a split I made back in April. Gave them a queen cell. Back around the 16th, I put some syrup on them, but I pulled that off since then. I think I did check them one time. Maybe I didn't mark it on here. I think they were doing good. I think they had made a queen. But it's been a while. Let's get in here and see what they're up to. Okay. Now I've got a queen, I've got a screen inner cover even on this little nuke. It's funny, the nukes, they propylize their screen covers a lot more than a big hive. But that's okay. Okay. I put some foundation in this box. They've drawn it out nicely. Started putting some honey away. And as for a queen, we don't need to look any further. Check out that slab of brood. I don't see Her Majesty. But yeah, we got a slab of brood on that side and on that side. Next frame too. Brood, brood. And that next frame has got brood too. So this little hive is fixing to explode. Probably need to put another box on them. They don't have it drawn out all the way yet, so we'll probably wait a week or so and see what they'll do with that. But we'll have to keep an eye on them. They're primed for greatness. So yeah, no worries there. Let's see what this next little nuke's doing. Now, this one was a swarm. 429. It came out of a swarm. I haven't turned that video loose yet. It was from a swarm I caught up on the power lines in a 5-frame swarm box, and they were pretty strong. So it's been about 15 days since they were put in the box, and I haven't been in this one. So let's see what they're doing. Okay, got some bees. I do that on several of my regular inner covers. I like putting these screen wires over the hole. That way I don't have bees up here on top, but they still get ventilation. Okay, they're very calm. A little bit of smoke. Give us some room to work. That was just some foundation. They've drawn it out a little bit. Wow, this next one they've really drawn it out. Ain't that pretty? Next one, not so much. Now this one, I could probably cut those tie wraps. Now, this was a frame I got out of a swarm box that I just used tie wraps to put the comb in, and they've connected it now. It really don't need the wire ties anymore. But it's plumb full of nectar. And then next frame is just some drawn comb. So no brood up here. Let's see what's in the next box. Lay the cover over there so I got somewhere to set it. Okay. Not much going on in this box. But they haven't been in here for a long time. I think I added that extra box because the swarm was so big. They really filled this box up. But it looks like they might not have really needed all that. Might be better off to put one of those empty boxes on this little hive. Let's see what we got down here. Okay. Oh Lord, what a mess. Kimosabi. Well, like I said, this was a swarm. And if you look at the frame, let me shake these bees off. What a mess. So it looks like we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 supersedure cells on that side. There's a couple of capped swarm cells down here. Supersedure, swarm, supersedure, supersedure. So that frame right there is a mess. This might have been the frame of brood that I put in here when I caught this swarm. And they've made all these cells out of that brood that I left them. I imagine that's what they've done. So they made a bit of a mess out of it. So I don't know if they've got any new brood or not. Let's see if there's any on this frame. Yeah. No, she didn't get me. Okay, there's brood on 2 frames, and I would have only put 1 frame of brood in here. So out of all of those supersedure cells and swarm cells and all that other mess, oh, and there's more on this side. Good Lord, ladies. I don't see the queen anywhere. I think I'm going to leave this hive alone just to see what fun happens. Because you can see here there's 2 more supersedures, maybe a swarm on that side, a little supersedure over here. Nothing on this side. Not much of a brood pattern. Yeah, this little swarm's just kind of a mess. Let's set this over here. In this next frame, it's kind of wonkied up because the way all those supersedure cells were sticking out. It's kind of concave now, but they put up a lot of honey. So anyway, I don't know what to do with this one. I think we'll just put it back together and see what they do. The majority of these cells are open. There might have already been some virgin swarms out of this little nuke. Maybe that's where all the bees went. I thought that was a lot fuller when I made it, obviously, because I added that extra box. But there don't seem to be as many bees as there was, so they probably cast out some virgin swarms and Lord knows what else. So, So I think we'll put this box on top of that other nuke and just put one box back on this one for now. I'll come back and put my notes on my covers later. I don't have my Sharpie with me. And yes, there's a few bees in this box from the other hive, but they'll either get along or fly back next door. Never really had an issue with fighting in beehives. Unlike humans, they seem to get along pretty good most of the time, except during robin season. But that's a whole other animal. Okay. So a nice little nuke getting stronger. A crazy little nuke. Not sure what they're going to do, but we shall see. Well, that was interesting, wasn't it? The big hive that swarmed had a little bit of brood in it. They might be trying to make a comeback. Lots of bees, but not exactly what I wanted to see, but I'm gonna give them some more time. Sometimes you give bees another 10, 15, 20 days and they do amazing things. So we'll give it some more time. That first little nuke, it looked great. No complaints about that. The last little nuke, it was just a total mess. We'll just have to wait and see what happens with that. It's like a frames full of fireworks. I'm not really sure what's going to happen, but they had quite a few bees, so they'll be okay for a while. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Kind of shows that you really never know what to expect when you look in these hives. Sometimes it's better, sometimes it's worse, and sometimes you really don't know what to make of it. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe if you like my channel, and please always make sure to enjoy the buzz. If you're in front of a privet tree, always enjoy the smell. Man, it smells good right here. Y'all take care. See you later.